Hey everybody, welcome back to the Harmonious Path with Jen. So it's that time of year again where the holidays are approaching and New Year is right around the corner, and a lot of people set goals at this time of year to start their New Year's resolutions. So I wanted to talk about that, but I don't want to talk about how to set goals and all that nitty gritty, because there's a ton of stuff. I've talked about it before. There's probably a million videos out there about how to set goals and break them down. What I want to talk about today is, can you set too few goals for yourself? So this is a little bit of a conundrum that I've been having for myself. So let me give you a little bit of background here. I like to do planning, goal setting for an extended period. And what I do is I'll set goals for the next 3 months, the next 1 year, the next 5 years, and then lifetime goals, which is kind of not exactly a bucket list, but things that I really want to accomplish before I die. So I had been doing this for quite a while, and I kept setting goals around my writing business, which doesn't exist anymore. It might be resurrected in the future, but as of now, it's just not something that I really feel called to do. And I kept setting goals around this and trying to push myself to keep going and keep writing and keep publishing when my heart wasn't really in it. And I kept just stressing myself out because I had these goals on paper. I wasn't meeting them. A couple years in a row, I just wasn't making any headway. So back in, I guess it was just last year, 2020. It seems like ages ago. But I decided that I was not going to set any goals for myself other than just generally getting healthier. No numbers, no hardcore anything. I knew that I really needed to take some time and reevaluate what I wanted out of life, where I wanted to go, what I want to do. So I didn't do any of this. And then this year, 2021 came, and almost from the get-go, this year has been an utter shit show for me. Now, don't get me wrong, there's been a lot of really, really good stuff that's happened this year, but there has also been a lot of things happen to challenge basically everything that I believe about situations, about people. It's been a shit show, and it hasn't stopped. And I very quickly realized that this year was just going to be about surviving and getting through all of these things that have been popping up for me and happening. And so I didn't set goals this year. It like I said, it kind of just became a year of holding on to my seat and hoping that I could make it through. So I finally, a couple of weeks ago, sat down and started setting goals for 2022. That feels really, really weird to say 2022. I can't believe. Anyway, so I sat down with a clean slate and just started writing, what do I want to accomplish in the next 3 months, the next year, 5 years, and lifetime. So the next 3 months, I feel really good about my goals, and the year, I feel really good about my goals. But when it got to be longer term, I didn't write that many things down. And I was having a little bit of a conundrum, and me being me, thinking, well, gosh, this is kind of pathetic. Isn't there more? Shouldn't I want more out of life? Like, shouldn't my goal list be a whole lot longer and bigger and loftier? And I want more. And I had to rein myself in and say, is it possible to set too few goals? And what I came up with was absolutely not. Not everybody has to have lofty, obviously world-changing goals. Some people just want a quiet life with the family and doing little things for people here and there. And there's nothing wrong with that. So I finally realized that, yeah, even though I don't have a whole lot of really big things, what I have is big in its own way. One of my big goals is I want to make my coaching business my full-time career and get out of the corporate world. And that in and of itself, being a life coach is helping other people. And maybe it's not on this grand world scale, but it's a ripple effect. I've always said to myself, even if I can just help one person, that I'll feel good, that that's all I need to do. So it's time to really put my money where my mouth is. I don't think that's the right analogy, but you know what I'm saying. It's time to live up to what I've actually been saying, is that even if it's a small thing, if I help one person, that will have a ripple effect on the people in their lives. So it's really okay. And even some of my goals that I wrote down are things that are like, yeah, this would be really cool, but if I don't happen to do this before I die, it's really okay, and I'm gonna feel okay about that. And kind of tying into that is the length of this video. Do my videos really need to be super long? No, they don't. If I can say what I want to say in less than 10 minutes, that's okay. I kind of just glanced down at the record time, and we're sitting at about 6 minutes here, and I'm like, well, is that all I really have to say about this? But yeah, you know what? Things don't have to be super involved and super intricate, and just do what feels right. If you don't want to go out and save the entire world and have this huge, nonprofit organization or whatever, that's fine. If you just want to help a few people here and there, or if you just want to help your own family and loved ones, that's okay. So what I'm really saying is, don't feel like you're not doing enough. I think that's what it boils down to, is a lot of what I struggle with is, am I doing enough? And the answer is yes, I am. I am doing what I need to do when I need to do it, even if that's a period of just going within and taking care of myself. So take a look at your goals, and are they goals that you really truly want to accomplish? Or is it something that you're writing down just because it sounds good, or you think it might feel good, but you don't really resonate with it? So my challenge for you is, analyze your goals and think about, is this what you really want? Do you have too many? Or for you, maybe you don't have enough. Maybe you do want more goals, and that's okay too. But I just wanted to let everybody know that you don't have to have a huge list. Do what feels good for you. Do what resonates with you and what makes you happy. So what are you doing for the next year? Have you started setting goals? Are you setting any? Leave a comment below and let me know how you feel about goal setting every year. Do you do it at the new year, or do you do it throughout the year? I'm also a big fan of just starting something new at any time. You don't have to wait for January 1st, some arbitrary date on a piece of paper. So leave a comment and let me know how you're feeling about the next year. And until next time, be kind to yourself and those around you, and let your light shine for all the world to see. Bye.